We're going to tell you about every Xbox One controller
ever made.
Every single one.
Let's try it again.
Okay.
Everybody loves the 360 controller. It's the most comfortable controller ever made. Just don't touch it. But we said no. We said there's plenty of room to improve. When we launched Xbox One, we started with the Day One controller.
Day One.
It shipped with the original bundle. But I brought something today.
What'd you bring?
Something that we're not supposed to talk about. And it's actually this. This was the first controller we shipped to all the game developers. And they needed to use our new controller so that the games would work with Xbox One. And so it had this special pattern that we put on the controller, on the console, and on the Kinect sensor. That's
super secret.
Super secret.
I got this one when I first started working for Xbox. It says I made this, launch team 2013.
It had this detail that we called the V-neck.
Yeah, I remember the V-neck.
Yeah, but we redesigned it.
We cleaned it up, added Bluetooth, got rid of the V-neck. It simplified everything, simplified the icon. Because of the Bluetooth, we didn't have to have the IR piece in the front. It cleaned the controller up a lot. So we have a lot of special edition colors that we ship as bundles. We're looking at what games are going to launch that season, what colors are people going to have in their homes, in their interiors, how are we going to get a bundle that fits in really well. We do this monochromatic ABXY. This is a super cool, oceany blue. This purple one is new.
That one's hot. So this is the Fortnite?
Right?
Bundle. Yeah. Does it have a color name? What's the name of this color?
It's gangster purple.
That thing is hot.
Yeah, it's badass.
Can people see that? I mean, look at that. The ABXY, the purple reflection in there is insane. This one is amazing because this is the first Xbox One special edition controller we did.
With grips.
With grips. So it's called Lunar White. It had metallic gold triggers, D-pad, and the grips. And this is a fan favorite.
People loved it.
People loved it.
The grips and the triggers.
Yeah, this kind of opened the door to not only do we do unique things with materials and colors, but how can we add subtle things that give a performance effect. And then we also just wanted to provide people with choice. So the blue and red.
Yeah, so we have kind of key colors, blue, reds, grays.
Yeah.
A little bit of variety, some personality and expression. Design labs came up over and over throughout the years, right? You have the history on that.
The idea was, how do we empower gamers to be designers too? Because of course they love the designs that we create, but everybody wants to do their own thing.
This does have every single color that we offered at launch all put together, and everyone who was on the core team got one of these. So this is super cool. We were just talking about it being the grand buffet.
It is the ultimate mashup of design labs.
We launched the first one in the classic army green.
Yeah, so this is called Armed Forces.
Armed Forces.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it has the orange, the hit of orange, which makes it super technical.
Yeah, it's cool. Kind of inspired by the old army jackets where the outside is sort of the olive drab, but on the inside it's bright orange. It's a common detail.
Yeah. Another cool thing about the Forces camo is that it's not meant to hide in your environment. It's meant to break up the shape, the surface of whatever you're looking at, so it just becomes confusing.
Yeah.
So it's just a cool, disruptive pattern.
Everybody loves camo.
With Shadow Series, we were inspired by nature. We had these awesome, panoramic views of sunsets and oceans and just beautiful washes of color. And we were just inspired to do something that was a little more about that kind of beauty.
Yeah.
So we came up with Shadow Series, and we blended the black of the bottom case up into a bright color. And we started with copper.
Yeah.
And then we went to blue.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So it changed, right? We went from dark on the bottom to dark on the top.
Yeah, we reversed the flow.
Yeah.
of gravity.
The first one we shipped was actually this one. So we were trying to come up with something on these controllers that
Are we rolling?
We are. We're rolling.
Oh,
We're telling
I'm
the story.
sorry, I just got out
your
my
Surface
computer.
out and you're kind of remembering, but that's okay. But we wanted to come up with something that helped really take somebody on a journey through what the Miltech series could be. And so we call them Easter eggs. If you go into the military handbook, they have a whole series of icons that they use to signal.
Yeah, so this one means, it means seek and destroy when you put all these symbols together, but I was just trying to look up exactly. So the first symbol is reconnaissance. The second one right here is isolate, the one that looks like teeth. And then the last one is destroy. So when you put those three symbols together, you basically get seek and destroy. This tech series, we have the grips, which are really, pretty tactical and techy. But then also we created some grips on the top surface of the controller. And we did that by laser etching this triangle pattern into the surface. Miltech and Sporttech, they're sort of like cousins.
Yeah.
They use a lot of the same elements, but it's like coming from a lifestyle perspective.
It's similar to like when you go to the store and pick out your favorite set of sneakers. Like they just feel like this is right. And it just reflects a little bit about who you are and what you're about.
Translucent can be done really well or not so well. This is the Phantom Series black controller. You can see inside of it, but it's real deep. You kind of have to really squint at it. You can see that inside piece on the Phantom white controller a little better. It really highlights and pops what's on the inside.
You see the way the light hit that? That's cool. And you also made the Xbox button sort of match or play off that a little bit, the metallic finish. And even the way the circuit board, if you can see in there, you start to get a peek at what's going on deep in the inside of the controller. This was our first limited edition controller we did with Titanfall.
They put a weapon in the game called the C-101 that was based off the controller. So we went from game to controller and then back into game.
And then this is from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
A lot actually went into the specific gold that we used. We used candy bar wrappers for inspiration.
Right.
Yeah, and we found the perfect one and matched it.
Here we go. Classic. Halo. Everybody loves Master Chief. He is the iconic character from the Halo universe. We tried to mimic the design to match Master Chief's armor.
This is one of my favorite explorations in paint quality. There's a super complex pearl formula that makes this green. It's like a green gold, which works with the gold on the D-pad, which is reminiscent of Master Chief's visor.
And this was Spartan Locke.
Inspired by Locke and the sort of the look and feel of the whole Halo universe. It all kind of comes together.
There's 4 numbers on the side here. Basically, Fire Team Osiris, who is hunting down the blue team. That's Chief. And then, of course, Kelly, Linda, and Frank.
Fred.
Let's talk about gears.
This was the first time we used a laser to get messy. We wanted to get brutal with this controller. So we had to figure out how to use the laser to make these insane swarm scratches.
Yeah.
We also used the laser on the ABXY to make them look scratched in.
Hey, this might be a good time to bring this up. Yeah, I don't know if you can see this, but every controller we make, we have a little message on the inside. So if you can see down inside here, printed on the label, it says "Hello from Seattle." And so it's just a little personal message. And then, okay, let's talk about Minecraft. They're just fun.
The pig is actually soft. We actually changed the texture on the controller, so you touch it and it just kind of feels piggy.
It also, there's some other things too, on the back.
We have super cute with the pigtail, and on the inside is a carrot. We originally had a pork chop on the inside, and then we decided maybe that's not the message we want to send.
I want a zombie one.
Yeah, we should make more.
Let's make more.
We should make more.
Okay. Sea of Thieves. This one's so cool.
Yeah, so we did this translucent top case. So I was in this gem shop in Portland and saw this rock, and it totally just reminded me of the spirit of the game. And it's kind of like glittery, effervescent green. And then we actually laser etched barnacles in to go with that. So super surreal, kind of nautical theme.
And then we had this also idea about bioluminescence.
And we actually have the skull glow in the dark. There's a character in the game who he's a gold hoarder. He'll steal your gold and then he'll replace his body parts with gold. And we just put a gold tooth on our controller.
Okay, PUBG. This kind of started it all.
Yeah, we met with the creators and they were talking about how the game is inspired by Battle Royale. And so that actually translated into one of the Easter eggs. When you see Battle Royale movie posters or the book, there's like X's over the characters who have been knocked out. And this is your trigger finger. So we have that little homage. Also used the grip.
Oh, yeah. This is the first time we shipped this texture on the trigger. It just breaks up the surface tension. Where does that leave us?
Right here with the latest Gears.
The latest hotness.
Yeah. Gears 5, Kate Diaz. Mm-hmm. We have the snowy look on the controller.
It feels like the environment, it has...
The Phoenix Omen.
The Phoenix Omen, which is what she's about, and you'll see some of the little yellow accents. But then on the back...
The locust symbol.
Locust symbol. So what is it? What's it going to be? All these little details, they just start to tie together the whole Gears universe.
The best one.
The best one. It is the best one, for sure. Let's just start with the standard Elite. This was the pinnacle of all controllers. And, it has everything we can think of, so people could really set it up how they wanted. We wanted to do something more. So we did a special edition version of it. There was really a white accent.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the first time we did white on white. Totally monochromatic.
Yeah. This one is ridiculous. You got to talk about this one.
The Gears Elite. This one is so full of cool hidden Easter eggs. It says Grub Killer down there under the D-pad. And this D-pad, it ties into the UI, the weapon select UI. So you get the base level icons there. Another really cool detail, you know all about this. We have 4 different engravings that we put on the inside of the thumbstick. It took a long time for someone to find that.
That leads us to, let's see, we've learned so much. And the most recent Elite controller, the Series 2, takes all those learnings and kind of pulls them together. And I can honestly say that this controller is something that all of the design team and the hardware team is really proud of, because it took all the things we've learned. And we actually re-engineered the original Elite controller. We redid everything, hearing the feedback from everybody about durability and performance. And so we wrapped rubber all the way around. We put the trigger grips on there. We added one more setting for the hair trigger. It has a built-in battery so you can charge it. It has 3 profiles plus a default mode. Most important, it has adjustable tension thumbsticks. So, there's just so many things we've done on this, and it kind of opens a new doorway for doing more limited and special editions, and we'll see what the future holds. I don't know what else to add to that. It's the dream job. To think that we get...
It's really amazing.
It is amazing. We get paid to go to work, to make this cool stuff for people. It brings smiles to their faces. It's, what could be better?